Hey everyone, it's the Bad Guy here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 tips on how to improve your arena offense. Stay tuned. Hey guys, now before we get started with the video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the arena and the strategy regarding arena. Now in arena, what you'd want to do is you don't want to do it too slowly, especially in rush hour. Even during the week, I feel bad if I have to slow roll a team or to that extent. So what you want to do is build teams that are able to clear the enemy teams faster. So you should keep that in mind. These tips are for speed clearing, because when you're doing arena, especially on rush hour, you want to clear fast. That way you hit more people before other people hit you. So if you hit people more successfully, that you should be able to climb faster and you wouldn't be pushed down. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's get straight into the first tip that I have for you guys today. And the first tip is get Lucian. Guys, you have to try your best to get Lucian. Lucian is the most easily accessible and most easily accessible and effective arena offense that you can get. You can build a lot of different variations around Lucians depending on how many you have and what other monsters you have, and this is the easiest way you can get ahead in arena. So this week is actually the Lucian rotation, and usually after a few weeks there'll be another Lucian rotation. So I'd recommend for you guys to save up your stones from Guild Wars and try and get Lucian, because once you get him, he'll open a lot more options for you guys when it comes to the arena. I'll show you guys a team that is very common in arena. This team, Megan double Lucian. It can be Bernard in place of Frigate, Megan double Lucian. An effective arena offense, and it works wonders. It can hit a lot of it. It's especially effective in C1 to C2 arena, where even if people do have a double nemesis healer on, they won't be able to cut in between, and you'll still be able to get your both amps off and wipe the table. I don't know why it's not loading. Okay, here we go, it's loading. So yeah, it's an effective arena offense. You can do a single Lucian offense, you can do a double Lucian offense. There's a lot of things that you can do with Lucians, because it's very difficult for us to get nat 5 cleave options like Zyros or Alicia or things like that. Not many of us are able to get them. But things like Lucian, which is a 4-star, at least you're able to, there's a decent chance that you'll be able to get and use him while in arena. When I first started out in arena and I climbed all the way to C3, I mainly used Lucians because I didn't have any strong nat 5 arena options, nat 5 options for arena. So as you can see, this is basically what you do with Lucians. You just amp and you win. And there you go. So that's been my first tip. Try your best to get a Lucian. It will definitely help you out in arena. There are many different variations you can use with Lucians. So yeah, work on that and hopefully you can climb faster and faster in arena. Okay, now moving on to my next tip. Alright guys, my second tip for you guys for improving your arena offense is to speed tune your monsters. Whenever you're working with monsters in the arena and you're trying to create a team that's meant to cleave the enemy team, you need to make sure that the monsters are moving in the correct order and that the enemy attack bar buffer or any other fast enemy monster will not be able to cut in between and mess up your wombo combo, right? So that's why speed tuning is extremely important. Once you get your monsters speed tuned, you'll find that you have more and more success in the arena. For example, this team that I have here with Chiwu, an attack bar buffer, Galleon and Zyros, they need to be speed tuned so that the frigate on the opposite team is not able to cut in between, and then maybe Chiwu can strip off the attack buff and maybe stun a few people, and then that messes up our whole combo. So there's a minimum speed that Zyros has to have, a minimum speed that Chiwu has to have, and a minimum speed that Galleon has to have to be speed tuned to the attack buff that frigate will give. And there is a site. It's a really helpful site that helps you speed tune your monsters. I'll link it down in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and use that site, and it will help you out a lot when it comes to trying to speed tune your monsters. It has every monster in the game, so, and it also incorporates speed lead. It also takes into consideration the speed leaders that you will use, as well as the attack bar buffer that you will use, and the totem, the speed totem that we have on that we get from glory points. So you're able to get a good picture of what type of speed you need for your monsters to be speed tuned. Let's go ahead and I'll show you this team. This team is perfectly speed tuned. I actually managed to get it that way. It wasn't easy, but it's usually, if I get turn 1, you'll see that they're unable to cut in between and steal the turn. Here you go. Okay, everything went well there. He was done. But as you can see, they won't make a move until my Zyros has made a move. That was a violent proc. Let's just make sure that Rakan dies. Let's just make sure that Rakan dies right there, and we should nuke, and we should be fine. And there we go. So as you can see, the team is speed tuned. Everyone took a turn before the enemy team was able to, so this prevents them from being able to cut and mess up your combo, and then you may lose because you got stunned or something weird along those lines. So make sure your teams are speed tuned and you'll find a lot more success in the arena. Alright guys, the third tip that I have for you guys today is very simple as well. It is that you should move your best runes to your arena offense. Now I know that you may think, what about my farming teams and things like that? You have to sacrifice a bit of the runes on other monsters to put them on your main arena offense monsters. That means your attack bar buffer that you use in arena should have your fastest swift set. Your Lucian that you're using for arena offense should have your best damage set. My Lucian has one of my best damaging sets here. It's pretty good. It's fast, so it's speed tuned with most teams, and they won't cut, and he's able to do a lot of damage with these runes. As you can see, 92% crit rate, 159 crit damage. Very good enough for me, and they still have room to be grinded, which I'm actually working on to improve, which I'm working on in R5. So yeah, you need to move. If you want to do well, you need to move your best runes here. I don't, even if you're thinking about maybe I need to put my best runes on my arena defense, I don't really think that's really necessary, because to climb you need mostly arena offense, at least to a point where it's C3. A place where you need a really strong arena defense is strategy when it comes to arena defense is C3. So till then, just focus on your arena offense. It will help you climb, and even in C3 your arena offense is an extremely important part. So have your best runes on the monsters that you're using on arena, in the arena offense, in your main arena offense teams. And the good thing with why I was recommending Lucian is we use Lucian in Giants as well. So by giving him your best runes, he'll also do a lot better in Giants. So yeah, go ahead and put your best runes on them. If it's a Zyros as well, go ahead and do that. My Zyros has one of my best sets. Like, it's really good. I wouldn't mind taking those runes off and giving them to my Lucian. But yes, as I'll show you his runes just now as well, just to show you that I did put a lot of effort into his runes. He needed to be very fast, so he'd be speed tuned. So you can see these are some of the best runes that I have. Swift Blade, still room for grinding, but like I said, put your best runes on your fastest monsters and you'll see a lot more success when it comes to their arena. Okay. Alright guys, my fourth tip for you guys today is in relation to shield wheel cleave comps. Now I don't personally use shield wheel cleave comps in the arena, but maybe you do and you'd want to know, and this is a tip relating to the shield wheel cleave comps. Now when I actually had made a shield wheel cleave comp a while back, and one of the issues that I saw, and I think that you should consider when you're making a shield wheel cleave comp, is that you should have enough shield sets in your cleave so you're able to at least survive that first turn. I used to have a lot of issues with my Sige or someone dying, or one of my squishier attackers dying due to maybe a violent proc from a Theomars or something like that. If he goes twice and hits that one squishy monster, then they will die instantly and then you'd lose. So make sure you have enough shield runes to be able to survive, like maybe 2 violent procs from a Theomars or from a Leica or a Rakan nuke or something like that, so that you'll have more success. Because you know, with cleave teams you need to be able to survive that first turn, and if they don't target your tankier monster, then target your squishies, then you probably lose. So keep that in mind. This is a shield wheel cleave that it's not speed tuned, it's not anything. I just got some monsters that won't will, and my killer has 2 shield sets. If you're having a galleon, I recommend maybe a double shield will galleon. That would work better. This is a violent will galleon, so these are two shield sets. We'll see how it works. I don't know what level I am in arena that I'm still able to outspeed when I don't have. I mean, he has an attack word buffer there. I was very sure that they'd get turn 1, but whatever, it's okay. Like I said, this team is not speed tuned or anything, so holy. Now this isn't how a shield will cleave is supposed to look. They're supposed to be able to take the first turn, but you get what I mean. Have enough shield sets so you're able to survive. How is this on turn 1? And times 1, okay. So as you can see, it's going pretty well. Like this is pretty low in arena. I dropped because the arena reset. So let's just do this. It's a win, but yes, I'll maybe do one more with this. This team, it's not. I don't use this team. It's not even in my decks. It's just something I thought I'd show you guys for shield wall cleaves. I hope that they'd get turn 1 so you guys could see how much damage a Theo could do to maybe one of my squishes, my Amir or my Samath there. Alright guys, my last tip for you guys today is to pick your fights wisely. Now, this is especially true in rush hour, as well as even during the week, so you don't lose those glory points that you could be earning. So like when you're starting to fight, you need to understand what your strongest arena offenses are, what the enemy team is trying to do, and whether or not you'll be able to beat it. Like you need to understand this quite well so you don't take fights which you'll probably end up losing, or the chance of you losing are higher. So try and take fights that you probably win. So don't fight with uncertainty. You should be pretty sure that you'd win. This how do I put it? I've ranked low in arena before just because during rush hour I made bad decisions and I attacked people that I shouldn't have, maybe through tilt or maybe just bad decisions in general, and then you end up losing, and then you lose that guardian rank or that C3 rank that you could have gotten that week, and you lose crystals, and it's not a good feeling. So make sure you're smart when you're picking who you're gonna fight. Make sure you pick guys who you'll win easily against and you won't lose any points too, because when you lose, it also prompts them to attack you back because they can see you can't handle their defense. So like they attack you, so you basically lose points twice in a way. So avoid fights that you know you're going to lose. Always how do I say it? Always pick fights that you're guaranteed to win. It's just like in life, you don't go fight the big guy knowing that you're gonna get your ass kicked right in front of all those girls, right? So just make sure you go pick on someone who you have a decent chance at winning against, so he doesn't come back later on and kick your ass and you lose even more face and stuff like that. So those have been my 5 tips for you guys on how to improve your arena offense. I hope they help you out, and I hope you're able to climb higher and higher in arena. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.